So this is my what I eat in a day, kind of like just visual vlog style situation, so I can show you guys what I do. So first thing in the morning, I go and I do my diffuser. That's just part of my morning ritual. So I get that baby going, so I got some good smells going through the house. And this is just my prep for the morning before I have anything to eat or drink. Once I get that thing going, I go and I fill a nice cup of ice water up. If I'm working out in the morning, I may also do a pre-workout drink, something just kind of to get me going. And then I take my nice cold cup of water and I go over and sit and I break out my awesome wellness journal that I've been using. Then I head into the kitchen for breakfast. After I've gotten my morning ritual done and my workout done, I go into the kitchen to make my breakfast, and my breakfast is a smoothie. So I have been drinking a smoothie for breakfast for probably about 6 months or so now, and I didn't think I could do it before, but it actually, once you get used to it, it feels so much better, at least for me, to just drink a smoothie as the first thing that I have in the morning. Digests way easier and gets my vegetables in the morning, which I struggle with whenever I eat regular food for breakfast, so this is a good way to do it. So I was making a pretty much in some kind of version of a morning matcha smoothie, which I learned out of this book called Beyond the Pill by Dr. Jolene Brighton. It's just a book that helps you figure out things having to do with your period and hormones. So I love one of these smoothies in the morning, and it basically just has some veggies in it. I think I added celery because we had some in there in the fridge, so I added that, the leaves, and I love Vital Proteins protein, so I got that in there along with straight up cashew milk, which I love. And then you also add an avocado for the healthy fat, so I added that in there. I probably cut avocados in like the most unsafe way possible, because if there's a way to cut my finger, I will. It's just what I do, you know? So I add the avocado in there, and then frozen bananas is the last thing that goes in. And I think also too, I forgot to mention this morning that I was making this, I did not have all cashew milk and all the things, so I had to improvise and do water and a little bit of coconut milk too. So I pour that up and get that ready to go and drink my breakfast. I have throughout the day is mid-morning time, probably like 10 or 11. I make a cup of herbal tea of some sorts. I love to do that if I'm getting a little bit hungry but not quite ready for lunch. And if I'm able to get through without snacking, I'll just make a nice glass of herbal tea. And it is kind of like a nice mid-morning pause when I'm working from home to just kind of stop, reassess how I'm feeling, and make some tea. So today I just have simple green tea. I think because I needed to go to the grocery store and get some different tea. So now we are on to lunch, probably between 12 and 1 usually. And my lunch on this day was leftover dinner. Love that, right? So I had some lamb burgers that I cooked the night before, and then green beans. So ground lamb burgers are amazing if you're looking for a different kind of meat to eat on occasion. I've been trying to eat less meat lately, but that's what I went for. So I cut up this green onion and get ready for me getting confused and shocked. And there it is, because Nick came home and I didn't know he was coming home yet. So once again, I'm super unsafe and I'm going to chop my finger off just near about. That's okay. So once I get the green onion chopped up, I chopped up some carrots to go on the side. I'm going to use those and dip it in hummus, because that is one of my favorite little side dishes to do. I am the worst chopper ever, is what I realized once I filmed myself chopping, so if you're scared, me too, I'm sorry. Alright, so I also wanted to use some Dijon mustard for my burgers. I'm obsessed with mustard in general, but I love Dijon mustard. It is my everything. Yum yum. green onions on top. I had to get a sneak of that hummus in because you don't want to waste it on the spoon, you know. And then there's my lunch. I also like to get a after lunch mint. I don't know if anyone else is obsessed with mints, but I am super obsessed with mints. I have to try to control myself because they do have sugar in them. So that's probably the hardest thing I do all day. So now I'm making dinner, and this is kind of a funny video because I had to basically come up with dinner from just what we had because I had not gone grocery shopping. So I decided to do some ground turkey meatloaf, and I was out of regular onions, so there's those green onions again because that's what was left. And then I used almond flour as well, and I just mixed that all together and put it in a loaf pan kind of thing. I also decided to do collard greens on the side, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea why I did them whole, because the only reason you do the collard greens whole is to make like a little wrap, which is really messy and hard to do. I usually chop them up, but I made them whole because I wasn't thinking, so there's that. I also decided to try to make gazpacho because I've been talking about doing it for a while, so I figured tonight was a good night to try it. However, my gazpacho kind of seemed like it just turned out to be like a tzatziki kind of situation, so there's that. Anyway, so got that done, got the meatloaf cooking, and got the gazpacho nice and cold. So my meatloaf fell apart and looks totally ugly on here, but I did chop up my collard greens, and mustard goes on that meatloaf, of course. So that's pretty much what I eat in a day, especially on a day where I have not gone to the grocery store. So I hope you enjoy.